the Knights outscored, they were up 11 at the half, 39-28, and then outscored Triad in that third quarter 27-8, and that really told the difference in that ball game as the Flyers advance to tomorrow night's semifinal at 6:30, where they will face Effingham. The Flaming Hearts defeated Mount Vernon last night in overtime, 54-52. Mount Vernon led for about the first 3.5 quarters or so, and Effingham caught them in that fourth quarter. Effingham stayed with them the whole way. It was a very tight basketball game, which makes sense since it went to overtime. But after one, at 13-11, 25-22 after two, 37-35 after three, with Mount Vernon unable to get rid of the Hearts, and the Hearts held on. They outscored Mount Vernon 14-12 in the fourth quarter to tie it up, and 5-3 in the overtime to knock off the Mount Vernon Rams. And Mount Vernon will fall into Saturday's consolation bracket, where they'll take on Triad at 11:30. We'll be here tomorrow night for both games on the championship semifinal side, East St. Louis versus Effingham at 6:30, followed by the winners from tonight. And we'll have cameras here all day on Saturday, as Triad will take on Mount Vernon at 11:30, and we'll see who's playing in the other consolation game at 1. Of course, that leads into the big championship night, Saturday night, starting at 5:30 with the third place contest. 7 o'clock will be consolation. By the way, on Saturday night, we'll probably go on the air at about 5:15 for that. Consolation at 7 o'clock, and then the championship matchup at 8:30 on Saturday night. Of course, all that making sure, hoping against hope. Keep your fingers crossed that Snowmageddon stays away. What is it? Winter Storm Harper. Winter Storm Harper. Keep Bryce away from Central Illinois. That's what I'm saying. The Shoes come in with a record of 15-2. I give them two extra wins. 15-2 coming in. And their only losses this season have been to Fairfield at the Capital Classic, and then they lost to Bloomington Central Catholic a couple of weeks ago. They come in with a 5-game winning streak. Knocked off Madison the other night, 68-57. Beat a tough KZ Westfield team last week, 49-46. KZ Westfield, one of those teams in the area that are counted on to do well in Class 2A. Of course, T-Town, a Class 2A school, as opposed to the rest of the schools here. T-Town with only 316 students enrollment, whereas Centralia has over 900. Centralia has they've won 2 out of the last 5 ball games, with a win over Cahokia in their most recent game, 60-52. They beat Carmel, Indiana. They lost to Carmel, Indiana in a tight one, 56-54, and Evanston before that. So Centralia in the South 7 Conference plays all over the place. You are watching the Salem Invitational Tournament here on Wabash Catch TV. And we'll be back with the starting lineups for tonight's first game and national anthem, and plenty more for you here from the Salem Invitational after these words. Do stick around.
When you build with Morton Buildings, you build something that lasts. And now you can build for less during Building Value Days. If you're dreaming of a personal storage building, horse barn, farm storage, home, office, insulated workshop, or even a commercial facility, take advantage of our discounted pricing on new buildings now through February 28, 2019. So don't delay. Visit mortonbuildings.com for more information.
Have heavy rains done a number to your driveway and walkway? Call the Driveway Doctor, Jeremy Carter at Carter Trucking in Fairfield. The Driveway Doctor will make a house call, determine the pothole prognosis, and cure your ailing driveway and walkway. Carter Trucking prescribes riprap, sand, pea gravel, white rock, river rock, decorative rock, mulch, and more. Need dirt, grain, or even equipment hauled? Just call 842-2022 for delivery in Clay and surrounding counties. From Carter Trucking on Williamson Drive in in Fairfield.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Sisney. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
Life is made up of moments. We care about those moments as much as you do. We are Modern Woodmen, a fraternal financial services organization, member-owned, not stockholder-run. Since 1883, we've supported families, strengthened communities, and helped people reach their financial goals. From protection to saving to retirement planning, let us help you plan for those special moments in your life.
For career opportunities or financial planning, call me, Justin Harness, your local Modern Woodman representative.
With over 90 years of combined automotive repair experience, Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They are your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. For your convenience, call 665-3666 for free local pickup and delivery, because at Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Come see my daddy with our boys.
Back, folks, here to Salem Invitational, the Salem Invitational Tournament. Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for joining us tonight here for game one. Well, it's actually game 3 of the tournament, but game 1 tonight. The Teutopolis Wooden Shoes against the Centralia Orphans for the opportunity to get into the semifinal to be played tomorrow night. Taking a look at these two squads, the Shoes are going to be giving up quite a bit, or pardon me, the Orphans are going to be giving up quite a bit of height to the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes. As a matter of fact, when you look down the Centralia Orphans roster, and they have more kids on the court there than they have in the book, so there might be some changes. But when you look down their roster, there are only 3 players 6 feet or above, and actually only 1 player that is taller than 6 feet. That is Keyshawn Jones, sophomore forward. He's 6 feet 3 inches tall. Mason Blakemore and Gilles Gregoire are 6 feet tall even, but the rest of the team is under 6 feet tall. Not the same for the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes. As a matter of fact, their roster of 14 players, at least on the roster, only has 1 player under 6 feet tall. That's Luke Ungren, junior guard. And he does get to play quite a bit. I think he starts tonight. He would probably be starting. But the Shoes are a very, very tall squad. And they are experienced. They have 8 seniors, the Shoes do, whereas Centralia coming in with 3 seniors, 4 sophomores and 4 juniors. As we're just about ready to get underway, we'll have presumably the singing of the national anthem. If it's the same young lady who sang it last night, she'll knock your socks off. She was outstanding. And then we'll have the introduction of players, starting lineups, and we'll have basketball for you here in just a moment.
Tonight's contest between the away Centralia Orphans and the home Teutopolis Red Shoes. Before we start tonight's contest, please stand in our postures. Isabel Murphy honors America with the singing of the national anthem.
Beautifully performed. Beautifully done on national anthem. The Centralia Orphans are in their road red uniforms under head coach Lee Bennett. In with a record of 7-8 on the season. And when you see a matchup like this, it's just a matchup on paper. The size is a lot different, but you got to prove it on the court. And that's what the Orphans are going to be asked to do. Brian Meskel is a senior starting guard, 5 feet 8 inches tall. He'll be joined in the backcourt by Jamie Long, also a junior, 5 feet 9 inches tall. Preston Johannes, a junior, 5'11" guard. Crew Walker, sophomore at 5'11". And Mason Blakemore will round out the starting lineup. So 1 senior, 2 juniors, and 2 sophomores in the Centralia Orphans starting lineup. 5'8", 5'9", 5'11", 5'11", and 6 feet tall. Under head coach Lee Bennett. Of course, the Centralia Orphans, this is the 68th annual Salem Invitational Tournament. Centralia has won it a record 22 times. And they are trying to get back into the championship game. They won it last year, defeated Edwardsville. And that was a rematch of the last, actually it's been Centralia versus Edwardsville for the championship game in the last 6 contests. That's not happening this year, as Edwardsville is not in the tournament. They've moved on. Dawson Smith will be 1 starter for Teutopolis Wooden Shoes. He's a 6'6" guard. He'll be joined in the backcourt by Luke Ungren. He's a junior, 5 feet 10 and a guard. 6'2" sophomore guard Evan Wormert. Mitch Hardick, 6'3" junior forward. And joining those 4 will be Clint Weber, 6'7", senior forward center. So it is 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and a sophomore for the Shoes under head coach Chester Reeder. Again, they're in at 15-2. And looking to make a splash in the tournament. They were in it last year. They won they took the runner-up in the consolation last season. They are trying to step up in this tournament, as we are just about ready to have the basketball thrown in the air. Jumping center will be Crew Walker for Centralia. He'll go up against Clint Weber. The officials are on the court. We are ready to roll on night 2 of the Salem Invitational, as Weber wins the toss, gets it back to Luke Ungren, who will bring it across. Ungren, I've watched T-Town play for quite some time. Ungren, while just a junior, he has been there he's been a stalwart on that team. Out on top with it is Wormert. To the right wing, Dawson Smith drives, does not get to the baseline. Jumper from Hardick is an air ball, and it'll go to Centralia for the first time. 25 seconds gone in this game. Looking at the scoring patterns for the two squads, T-Town likes to put up some points. Over the last 5, they've averaged about 63. And Centralia scores about 50 and gives up about 50. There's 3. There's a start for Mason Blakemore. Nice jumper from the right wing. Lob pass inside. A layup will not fall for Weber. Nice rebound by the Orphans. Quickly up to the hoop. Preston Johannes. And he lays it up and in. It's quickly 5-0 Centralia. Under 7 minutes to go here in this first quarter. 6:52 to be exact. Outside, Smith around to the left side to Hardick. Back out top, Wormert. Now to Weber. Over to Dawson Smith. Gets a screen from Weber. Off to the right, looking for Wormert. Nice drop down to Ungren. His shot is blocked out there by Blakemore. And a foul. Going to be a hold against Crew Walker and Centralia, their first foul. First foul of the game with 1.5 minutes gone. 5-0 the lead for the Orphans. T-Town looking for their first points. They've had a good shot or two, but unable to score. Dawson Smith looks inside, looking for Weber to make a cut. He has it at the high post. Hands it off to Smith. Smith will back out as Centralia playing pretty good man-to-man. Weber back outside. 3 on the way. Good. Evan Wormert for 3. And it's 5-3 Centralia. Mason Blakemore will bring it up. He's a do-it-all player for Centralia. Off to the left. That's Jamie Long. He has his thumb wrapped heavily. 3-point won't fall. A nice rebound brought down by Johannes. He puts it up and in. That was just a case of I want that one and I'm going to go get it. 7-3 in favor of Centralia. On the drive, Dawson Smith. He's going to be fouled, and that's going to go against Johannes. That'll be his first, number 2 for Centralia. And T-Town will throw it in underneath their own hoop, trailing 7-3 with 5:15 to go in the first. Ungren drops it down for Weber. Now back outside, Hardick to the right wing to Wormert. Drop down to Weber, ball slapped away, and they're going to call a foul on the second slap. Crew Walker may have just picked up his second foul. I believe he has. And quickly up off the bench to replace him is number 32. I'm going to have to go down and get numbers, get rosters. I wondered when they came out with more players than they had in the roster if we had a problem. As the shot falls off and out of bounds on the rebound. Hardick went up high for it, but he landed with a foot on the line. 4:55 remaining here in the first quarter. It's 7-3 Centralia. Up and across, outside with it. Now to the left wing, long drives. Underneath, around the horn, three on the way, off the back iron. And hits the stanchion behind the backboard. And that'll give it back to T-Town. 7-3. Centralia holding an early lead here on the Shoes with 4.5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Winner gets the winner of Thornton North versus TF North versus Salem later on. Nice drive. Back it into the hoop by Clint Weber. And he lays it up and in. His first bucket of the night. On the drive, beautifully done, but unable to score. Jamie Long. He got right to the hoop, and it wouldn't fall. Shoes quickly bring it across. Hardick fakes the 18-footer and then shuffled his feet. It's a nice move when they don't call traveling on it. .350 to go here in quarter number one. 7-5, Centralia on top. Low scoring contest so far, but it's early. Long will drive it across to Blakemore. Mason Blakemore, just a sophomore. He's got some pretty good poise. To the right elbow, now outside Long on the drive, and he's going to get pushed. I think they're going to get Ungren with that one. That is. First team foul on T-Town. Luke Ungren's first. Crew Walker's going to check back into the ballgame with those two fouls. As they drop it to Blakemore, he misses the layup. He'd like to have that one back. Quickly up with it is Hardick. Over off to the right side. Three from Ungren is an air ball. Couple of air balls so far for the Shoes. They are not shooting well here tonight. 3:15 to go in this first quarter. Into the game, number 12 is Tyree Westbrook. There's a shot from Crew, partially blocked by Weber. Here comes T-Town. They look around the horn, go inside to Weber, gets a shove, backs up, fadeaway, won't fall. And quickly with it are the Orphans. They are rebounding very strongly. Blakemore will fire a three, and the high shot rolls in. That's his second. Bumps it to a 10-5 lead on the drive. Shot too strong and off. Rebound tipped up, no good. Rebound still loose and saved back in. Good work inside by Dawson Smith. Gives T-Town another possession. They drop it down low for Weber. He gets double teamed and then off to the right side. Shoes will reset. Smith fires across. Where it's grabbed by Lucas Drees, D-R-E-E-S. He wears number 30 in the white jersey. T-Town in the white jerseys. The Orphans in the red. On the drive, Ungren, a quick head drive to the hoop, and he lays it in. 10-7, 1:50 to go here in the first quarter. Minute 5-0. As a near turnover. Crew will fire a three that won't go. Nearly turned over out there. Jamie Long kind of lost possession, and the Shoes with a chance to tie if they hit a three. They have one so far. Wormer hit one earlier. On the drive, Smith up through traffic, and he's fouled. He'll head to the free throw line for two shots. And that one's going to go against Tyree Westbrook for Centralia. First trip to the free throw line for either team is going to Dawson Smith with 1:22 left here in first quarter. Dawson Smith hits the first. He is a senior, 6 feet 6 inches tall. And boy, is that a luxury, certainly on the defensive end. Centralia offensively, however, have been able to force some turnovers. He hits them both. Cuts the lead to 1, 10-9. Centralia has led the entire way now with 1:22 remaining here in quarter number 1. You're watching the Salem Invitational Tournament on Wabash Catch TV West. And in it comes to Brian Meskil, Meskil. He drives around the left side to the hoop, puts it up and in, and he's fouled. Chance for the three-point play for Brian Meskil. That foul goes on Evan Addis, number 2 against Teutopolis. And Meskil at 5'8", the shortest player in the program for Centralia, misses the and one. So the score remains 12-9. 1:10 on the clock as the Shoes bring it across. Down by 3. To the high post it goes. On the drive, Smith loses the handle. They're going to call a foul. I believe they're going to get Westbrook for a second. That is 2 on Westbrook. And back to the line will head Dawson Smith. He's 2 for 2 there. Chance again to cut it to 1 point. Centralia has led the entire quarter, and that one does fall through. From this angle, you really couldn't tell. Bounced around, and I wondered if it fell off the left-hand side, or the right-hand side, but it fell through. The senior will get a second. 4 for 4. And it's a 12-11 score as we go under a minute to play here in quarter number 1. Taking his time, Jamie Long finally gets it across. Well, that was close to 10 seconds. Drive, 15-foot jumper from Walker won't go. Rebound comes down to T-Town. They can take the lead with a hoop. They look up ahead. With it is Wormert. Cross court to Smith. He peers at the clock. Fires it around. The rest of the team now looking at the clock. Jordan Hardick, number 34, into the game. Now outside, Wormert with it. He's just a sophomore. He hands it to the senior, Dawson Smith, to burn the rest of the clock with 14 seconds to go here in the quarter. On the dribble to the right side, 10 seconds. 3 on the way is good. Evan Addis with 2 seconds to go. The half-court shot is no good. So, after a back-and-forth first quarter, it is Teutopolis 14, Centralia 12. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Country Roads Realty goes the extra mile to take you home. Managing broker Jessica McCleary, along with Terry Weedman and Judy Reed, bring commitment, integrity, and results, as well as 21st century technology to the business of real estate. Virtual house tours are always open at countryroadsrealty.net. Call Country Roads Realty at 842-SOLD and give Country Roads the chance to earn your business and add you to their long list of satisfied clients.
Are you looking to start a DIY project or new home construction? Come see us at Zinc Building Center. We can help with interior, exterior, and commercial doors. Need some new siding? Whether it be vinyl, stone, or cedar shake, we can help. How about roofing? Call us for a free estimate on a metal or shingled roof. We also deal in lumber, cabinetry, paint, plumbing, and electrical. Stop by and see us on Route 45 in Louisville.
Come see us.
And welcome back here to the Salem Invitational Tournament after 1 quarter tonight. T-Town leads Centralia. T-Town taking the lead with about 5 seconds left in the quarter after Centralia had led the entire way. Yeah, with the ball is Preston Johannes. He had a nice quarter. Spins, puts shot up, it's blocked. Here comes Dawson Smith for the Shoes. Makes a stutter step, drives to the hoop, shot is up, no good, but he's fouled. And Smith will head back to the free throw line. That goes against Preston Johannes. And that's number 6 against Centralia. And they can ill afford Johannes being in foul trouble. And for the Shoes, well, I was about to say the right guy's on the free throw line, but he just missed his first of the evening. He was 4 for 4 prior to that one. Now he's 4 for 5. Second one up coming for Dawson Smith. Took a little off of it, and it went in. 6 points in a row for Teutopolis, and back into the game is Mitch Hardick. It's Hardick, Weber, along with Wormert, Smith, and Jordan Hardick. For Teutopolis, Blakemore, along with Meskel, Long. Keyshawn Jones just checks into the ball game. He's number 50. And Tyree Westbrook with the ball in the corner. Blakemore works against Smith. Now off to Westbrook, back outside. They're letting Keyshawn Jones shoot the three if he chooses. He's just a sophomore. Big kid. Nice screen for Meskel. Meskel drives around it, gets it down. Shot won't go, partially blocked. Keyshawn Jones had a look, but boy, the Shoes are all over the place. Smith fakes the three, drives on Blakemore. Blakemore nearly strips it away. Bounce pass to Hardick. He loses the handle. It's on the ground. Pass back out and around. And there's a steal. Westbrook has it. He heads down court, lays it up and off. No good. Rebound loose and out of bounds. It'll go to Teutopolis. Yeah, oohs and ahs from the Teutopolis faithful as the arm was swung towards Centralia. First, there were 3 Centralia players trying to keep it in bounds. But they get it right. That's the important thing. 15-12 in favor of the Wooden Shoes. They're on a 6-point run. There's their biggest lead. Dawson Smith drives around traffic, backs up behind the three, drops it down to Weber. Weber to the hoop. He puts it up and in. Clint Weber. Some Centralia folks thought he might have pushed Meskel to the ground, but no whistle. And it's all of a sudden a 5-point lead for Teutopolis. To the right side, Blakemore for three, bounces up and in. He has 3 3-pointers. Mason Blakemore. Long, quick pass into Weber. He's in trouble. Gets it outside. To Ungren. Heads to the hoop. Wade gets away with a walk. And the rebound to Blakemore. He wants to run. 3 on the way from Westbrook. Off the iron, no good. Clint Weber with it. Up ahead in a hurry. That's Evan Wormert. Wormert hands off to Smith. Drives to the hoop. His shot is, I don't even think it's partially blocked, but he was fouled. And that's going to go against Mason Blakemore as the Orphans are beginning to get a little bit of foul trouble. That's team foul number 7 with 5:37 to go here in this second quarter. And a 2-point deficit as the first free throw is good for Smith. That was his 7th free throw of this half. He's hit 6. Now he's 7 for 8. He has 7 points, leading all Shoes tonight, and all from the free throw line. Mitch Hardick checks back into the ball game as the Shoes employ a little bit of full court man-to-man and back off once the ball is secured inbounds. Nice move. And heading back is Brian Meskel. He had Ungren beat there for a second and backs it out when he saw the big trees inside. Blakemore will fire 3 from the top of the key, and it won't go. Rebound comes down to Weber. Off to Hardick. Mitch to Dawson Smith. Around the horn, that's Lucas Dries, number 30. He gets the give and go there from Weber. Nowhere to go with it. Smith will try a 3. Good. Dawson Smith now with 10. And it's a 7-point lead for Teutopolis. 4:46 to go here in the first half. Out on the dribbles, Jamie Long. Long works around Mitch Hardick. Puts it up from about 12. Won't go. Long arms before Weber get that rebound. And Smith will fire it ahead to Ungren. Back to Smith, but well defended by Jamie Long for the Orphans. To the top of the key, Weber sets a screen. Nearly stolen away. What a nice effort. The ball's still on the ground, and he rolled over with it. A lot of officials will call that a traveling. 3 on the way, won't go. Long rebound gathered by the Shoes, and a foul. Offensive foul is going to go against Lucas Dries. Just foul number 3 against the Wooden Shoes. But that entire possession was a little bit discombobulated. Some odd things I think were happening. As Blakemore has it. Got away from Smith to get open, and everybody else will clear out. That's the smartest thing to do against a man-to-man. Count on your point guard. Near steal. Ungren tried to take it away from Meskel, but the ball gets knocked out of bounds. Luke Ungren at 5'10". Brian Meskel at 5'8". It's 3:52 to go here in the first half. 22-15 in favor of Teutopolis. Nice drive by Blakemore. He puts it up and in. Blakemore has 11. He is a dandy. Mitch Hardick plays catch with Ungren. Ungren says, let's get going. Move. Somebody move without the ball. Ungren faked the 17-footer, and the Shoes are going to be a little bit patient. They drop it down on the block. Boy, that's a tough task for anybody to cover Clint Weber down there. He has 6, and it's 24-17, back to the 7-point margin. Blakemore works against Smith. Smith staying behind the line. You got to get closer to Blakemore than that. He fires, almost makes that 3. And that ball will remain with Centralia as Weber touched it last, going out of bounds. Clint Weber. Clint Weber's a senior at 6 feet 7 inches tall. Dawson Smith, a senior at 6 feet 6. Keyshawn Jones will take a seat. Preston Johannes comes back in with 2 fouls. As also Mason Blakemore will sit down. Westbrook in. A nice cut to the hoop. Beautiful play for Jamie Long. He'll lay it up and in. And Ungren tries to go the other way with it, and the ball knocked away. It will remain Shoes basketball. I didn't seem to be a touch it. Blakemore, not much rest. He came in about 10 seconds later as they pass it into Weber, and he misses the bunny. Rebound down to Centralia. Meskel sprints up court, drops it down. Layup is good. I think he's saying his name is Pryor, but I'm not sure. Sounds like Roy Pryor. Drop down to Weber. He puts it up and in. .219 to go here in the first half. It's 26-21. 5-point contest. Meskel with a nice drive, and Weber says, get that out of here. It'll be Centralia basketball underneath their own hoop. 26-21. 2 minutes, 12 seconds to go here in the first half. You're watching Wabash Catch TV as Westbrook fires for 3. It won't go. Mitch Hardick with the rebound. As the Orphans fall into a man-to-man. They clear out the right side for Smith. Now outside to Hardick. Well defended by Westbrook. Hardick drops it to Weber. They're abusing that post. 3 on the way is good. Lucas Dries for T-Town. And it's an 8-point game. Largest lead of the game for Teutopolis. On the dribble now off to the right wing. It goes to Westbrook. Meskel in the corner. Looks down low for Pryor. Back around. Blakemore makes a nice move. Smith caught up. 1:20 to go in the half. 8-point lead. Near steal. And Meskel will fire from 14. It's good. Brian Meskel starting to heat up. 29-21. Pardon me, 23. As now 1 minute to go in the half. Three from the top of the key won't go. Rebound taken down by Centralia. They can cut it to 4 or 5. Check that, 3 or 4, depending on the hoop here. Well, I bet you Blakemore's going to try a three. He does so. It is off the iron, no good. Long rebound grabbed by Westbrook. And they lose it out of bounds. 38 seconds to go in the first half. Shoes lead by 6, 29-23. Akil Johnson will check into the game for Centralia as Tyree Westbrook sets down. And here come the Shoes. They do not appear to be advancing quickly to the hoop. Well, they may be going for just the final shot here of the half. Up by 6, 28 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Dawson Smith with the basketball. If they are fouled, they would go to the free throw line. T-Town's only committed 3. Centralia's committed 7. Smith's a nifty dribbler. Drives around Mescal and travels. Picked up his pivot foot. And quickly back into the ball game for offensive purposes. Crew Walker along with Tyree Westbrook. As Centralia is going to try to see if they can't make hay with 10.5 seconds remaining on the clock here. 29-23. T-Town by 6. And it comes to Blakemore. Blakemore, long pass into the corner. Three-pointer up, won't go. Rebound, Weber tipped away. 2.9 seconds to go. Plenty of time for the Shoes. As a smart move again by Lee Bennett, clearing out his guys with foul issues. He has 3 players with 2 fouls. It's kind of hampered. Well, it's really quite hampered the Orphans. Pass into Smith, gets to the half line, shot on the way is good! Just beyond the half line. And what a shot for Dawson Smith as he finishes the half with a flourish. The Teutopolis Wooden Shoes lead the Centralia Orphans at the half, 32-23. We'll do some figuring here and we'll be back to give you first half statistics in just a little bit. You are watching the Salem Invitational Tournament on Wabash Catch TV. Back after these.
Dan's Electric in Flora, Fairfield, and Noble is always ready to help you, whether the days and nights are frosty and cold or hot and humid. As a supplier and servicer of all major HVAC brands, Dan's experienced and licensed technicians are ready to get to work for you. Take care of your interior comfort with affordable heating, cooling, electrical, geothermal, and generator systems with reliable customer service from Dan's Electric.
For over 43 years, Bandy's Pharmacy has been your locally owned prescription for better health. With locations in Salem, Centralia, Mount Vernon, and Irvington, our fast, friendly, and professional pharmacists will take the time to explain your medications and give you the peace of mind that you deserve. Bandy's is also the area's largest provider of quality medical equipment solutions. And with a huge selection of medical uniforms and supplies, Bandy's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment truly is your prescription for better health.
Hi, this is Craig from Salem Tire Center. Our business is getting you on the road and keeping you there. That's why we're a proud provider of the Michelin tires, including the Michelin Defender family, Michelin's longest lasting tires on the road. Stop by today at Salem Tire Center, Route 50 and I-57 in Salem, or call us at 548-5045.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home. They will thrive and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
First, it was the love of your life. Then, the promotion you deserved. The daughter you planned for. And the son you didn't. Now you're ready for a new home. So how do you properly protect all this? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, start with simple steps today. At Country Financial, if you're ready to start, we're ready to help. So let's get started.
See me, Alex Atwood, and Sisney for your insurance and financial needs.
Commitment. At Salem Rural King, Commitment is serving your community the way we would want to be served. Commitment is a newly renovated store with more hard-to-find items for the whole family. Commitment is knowing that when you shop at Rural King, you'll find everything you need in one stop. Farm, home, sporting, automotive, clothing, and much more. Come on over to Salem Rural King and experience our commitment for yourself. 1410 West Whitaker in Salem.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Don't buy from strangers, buy local. With national communication providers, you may be forced to try to get help from a call center across the country. Who needs the aggravation? Choose Wabash Communications instead. Our employees are local, so you'll be treated like a neighbor whenever you call or stop by, and you'll get straightforward pricing without any gimmicks or hidden cost. Plus, we actively support the communities we serve through monetary and in-kind donations. Put your money where your heart is. Here at home, visit wabash.net to express your interest in Wabash Fiber.
At Back & Body Works Chiropractic, we help you feel better naturally. Our naturopathic treatments are for the whole family, from newborns to the elderly. We offer auriculotherapy for smoking cessation and appetite control. We use acupuncture to improve health and well-being in the mind and body. Our high-quality supplements are made from organic, whole foods and herbs for adults and children. We also offer exercise classes for women of every age, size, and fitness level. We are conveniently located at 101 South Main Street on the square in Louisville.
Call my mommy.
And welcome back here to the Salem Invitational Basketball Tournament, the 68th annual Salem Invitational Basketball Tournament. You're watching on Wabash Catch TV. If you're looking to get online and see it on YouTube, by all means check out Wabash Catch TV West. You won't miss it. And it's going on live right now. We'll have this game, and it'll be followed by Salem versus TF North, Thornton Fractional North from Calumet City, Illinois. And that game will follow tonight's T-Town game as T-Town leads here at the half, 32-23. Let's go over some scoring for Centralia. They are led here at the half by Mason Blakemore. He's off to a fine start. Just a sophomore. He has 11 points on 3 3-pointers and a deuce. And he leads the way for the Orphans. Also adding 4, Brian Meskel, M-E-S-K-I-L. A couple of field goals, 0 for 1 from the line. 4 points also for Preston Johannes. He had a couple of field goals in that first quarter before he had to sit most of that second quarter. He had some foul issues. Also 2 points apiece for Jamie Long and Will Pryor. It is Will Pryor, not Roy. Will, number 32. In case you're watching at home and wondering how come he's not in your program. I don't know why he's not in your program, but it's Will Pryor. Justin Glenn also not in your program, number 44, but he hadn't played yet. First quarter score of 12 points for Centralia. They had 11 in the second quarter. And they have 3 players with multiple fouls. Crew Walker picked up his second foul about 2 minutes in, and he didn't play very much more at all in that first half. Did not score. He started, but not able to get much playing time. Also, Tyree Westbrook off the bench has 2 fouls. Centralia just 0 for 1 from the free throw line. For T-Town, the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes led by Dawson Smith. He has 13 points, a couple of 3-pointers. He is 7 for 8 from the free throw line. And, of course, they got the place rocking at the end of that half as he bombed a 50-footer. If you're looking at the court right now, you see where the little S, or the big S, is painted on the side of the court there, just in front of that rack of basketballs. That's where he shot from. And I was doing the math in my head. A good-sized high school court's about 84 feet. And the hypotenuse squared, A squared plus B squared plus C squared. I'm getting 50 feet. That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm going to stick with. So 13 points for Dawson Smith, 8 points for Clint Weber, as the size advantage really telling a tale for T-Town down low. He's got 4 field goals. 3 points for Lucas Dries. He hit a 3. 3 points for Evan Wormert. He hit a 3. 3 points for Evan Addis. He hit a 3. And 2 points for Luke Ungren as he hit a 2-point field goal. 14 in the first quarter, 18 in the second quarter for T-Town. They were 7 out of 8 from the free throw line, all of them coming from Dawson Smith. Nobody with foul issues to speak of for Teutopolis. They just picked up only 3 fouls in that first half. Evan Addis with a foul, Luke Ungren with a foul, and Lucas Dries with a foul. So only 1 starter even carrying a foul. That's Ungren. As is a relatively clean first half both directions. Centralia got into their foul issues relatively early. And Centralia kind of making the mistake of fouling when Dawson Smith's shooting. He went to the he had 4 opportunities at a shooting free throw double, and he hit 3 out of 4. Hit twice, 3 out of 4 times, and the last time hit one out of 2. And we're ready to get going here in the second half as Teutopolis will get the basketball. Dawson Smith, Luke Ungren, Evan Wormert, Mitch Hardick, and Clint Weber. Smith has it out on top, looks down low, finds Ungren posting up, and they're going to call traveling. I didn't know if they're going to call traveling or if he maybe bumped Will Pryor. Will Pryor, number 32 in the red, is starting the second half for Centralia, along with Mason Blakemore, Preston Johannes, Brian Meskel, and Jamie Long brings it across the timeline. Over to Will Pryor. Driving the baseline, Long nowhere to go. As T-Town in there man-to-man. Johannes works against Wormert. As Dawson Smith has had the unenviable position of guarding Mason Blakemore for the evening. Pryor fakes the 3. Off to the left wing to Jamie Long and around the horn. Centralia, good patience. Meskel drops it in the corner. Johannes has the right baseline and loses the handle. Taken away by Ungren. He heads up court. 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Just underway. Second half, it's 32-23, 9-point lead. Biggest lead of the game for T-Town. Drop pass to Weber. He looked underneath. He had Wormert heading to the hoop and didn't get him. As he'll keep it himself this time, heads to the basket, misses the shot, and he's going to be fouled. I believe that's going to be a reach on Pryor. It will. Pryor's first, team's first here in this second half. 6:43 to go in the third. Hey, the Blues just scored. Tied up at Boston, 1-1. Just in case you're wondering. Ungren for 3 in the corner. It's good. Luke Ungren bumps it to a 12-point game, 35-23. Centralia in a bit of a hole now. Mason Blakemore. Now he'll fire as a foul is called. They're going to count the shot. The foul is on pushing the screen away. I think it's going to go against Dawson Smith. And I believe they're going to count the 3 for Blakemore. Count the basket, 3 points. And Dawson Smith's going to pick up the foul. So this opportunity for a huge possession for Centralia. Right when I said they have to dig out of a big hole, that's a help. As they get the basketball back. By the way, that was Dawson Smith's first foul, number 1 against T-Town this half. Crew back in the game, 3 on the way. It bounces off, no good. Rebound fought for. Smith comes up with it for the Shoes. Long pass up court around to Undgren. Oh, and he runs right into Blakemore's arm. And Mason Blakemore is going to pick up his second foul. No intent there, it looked like. 6:03 to go. Fired pass into Smith. It's knocked away and out of bounds. Blakemore and Smith have been going at it all night long. Those two are having a contest. They each have 13 points right now. But Smith's been getting a little bit more help from his Wooden Shoes friends. They drop it down to Smith. Passes across and around the horn. 3 on the way from Undgren. Off the iron, no good. Rebound loose, grabbed by Centralia. Long wants to run. Looks ahead to Crew, nobody there. And he'll keep it on the dribble against Undgren. 35-26, 5:40 to go in the third. Around the horn, and now a drive from Meskel. He puts it up, no good. Ball taken off the rim by Weber. Quickly up with it. Come the Shoes. Smith alone for 3, bangs it home. That's 16 now for Dawson Smith. No returning all-tournament players, first or second team for these two squads. Had a couple play last night. Amir Spann was all-tournament selection last year, as was Landon Wolf. Ball loose in the backcourt, picked up by the Shoes. Quickly ahead, it goes to Wormert. He fires a 3. It's good. And the Shoes beginning to pour it on. They're going to give him just 2 on that, I guess. 3 on the way to respond, won't go. Rebound Undgren. It's 40-26. 4.5 to go. Nice drive to the hoop. Weber, wild shot, won't go. I think he thought he was going to get fouled. Up to Meskel. Looks down low and around the horn. Long with it. Jamie Long. Just a junior. Drops it back for his senior, Brian Meskel. 3 on the way for Crew. Off the iron, no good. Long pass ahead. Boy, that was dangerous. Had Johannes looked for it, he would have had an easy steal. Well, Undgren heads to the hoop. Puts it off, it won't, and then commits a foul on the rebound. Undgren's going to pick up his second. Number 2 against the Shoes this half with 4 minutes even remaining here in the third quarter. It's 40-26. T-Town with the lead. Centralia with the ball on the drive. Jamie Long back outside. Johannes for 3 off the iron. And Blakemore scurries into the corner to get that rebound. Great rebound by the sophomore Mason Blakemore. He's fun to watch. Good player. And Jamie Long has his pocket picked by Undgren. He heads down court and puts it up and in. Luke Undgren makes it a 16-point game, and Centralia wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. Check that. T-Town took the timeout. We'll take it as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
This, of course, game 3 in the tournament. Game 1 of 2 games tonight, as will be followed up by Salem versus Thornton Fractional North. TF North. I have not yet seen them enter the building, but nobody wearing their letter jackets or anything like that, but I'm sure they're around. Long way to come from Calumet City. Jamie Long brings it up against zone pressure from T-Town. That ball was knocked loose by Dries, but gathered by Long. Long on the dribble. They're trapping in the half court because it's a zone in half court as well. On the drive, they fired across. Cruz open for 3. Shot is off the iron, no good. Rebound Smith. Fires it ahead to Mitch Hardick. Down low to Weber. Nice cut by Smith, and he'll lose the handle. That ball knocked out of his hands by Jamie Long. It will remain Wooden Shoe basketball with 2:56 left here in the third quarter. Drop down to Smith. Nothing to do with it. 3 on the way is off the iron. Rebound. Weber up and in, and he's fouled. Crew is wondering what he did. Count the shot. Crew Walker. He has 3 fouls and no points. That's a tough way to go. As Clint Weber will be at the line for the and one. Weber, one of the big seniors. 8 seniors on this T-Town Wooden Shoes roster. Nothing like experience. And he misses the free throw. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It will go to Centralia. It's a 44-26 lead for Teutopolis. As Mitch Hardick will check out. Jordan Hardick checks in. Meskel gets it across the Long in the corner. Crew Walker thought about the 3. Back around to Meskel. Right corner. Johannes guarded outside by Evan Addis, the sophomore. And there's a traveling violation on Blakemore. Mason Blakemore made that move out on top, and whistle was immediate. I think Mason knew that he might have tried to get away with one there. 2:26 to go in the third quarter. It's 44-26. And up with it, it's Dawson Smith. Stands out near the center circle on the action line of the volleyball court painted on the floor, and throws it over into the bench. Says, you were supposed to zig, man. You weren't supposed to zag. 18-point game, 44-26 with 2 minutes to go in the third. Long outside to Walker. Crew Walker has had a tough night. Besides me butchering his name all night long, just calling him Crew. I just keep thinking of Motley Crue. That's running through my head. Crew Walker, long 3. It's off the iron. He needed that one. And it'll go to T-Town. As Blakemore, the last player to touch. 1:34 to go here in the third. 44-26 the lead. And checking in for Centralia, Tyree Westbrook. As Johannes will sit down. Dawson Smith works against Long. Thought they're going to drop it down to Weber. 3 on the way from Hardick, won't go. Nice board by Blakemore. He wants to head to the hoop. Fires it off to the right side to Long. Not much he can do with it. They'll reset. Crew Walker pulls Weber out with him. Clint Weber. Now an open 3. Nice work of the screen, but it won't fall. for Jamie Long. Boy, that was a dandy screen outside by Crew Walker, but shot didn't fall. Dawson Smith, runner, is good from about 10. And Smith now with 18 points. It's 46-26, 20-point game. 3 on the way, Crew Walker, good this time. 46-29. To that point, it had been just a 3-point quarter for Centralia with now 15 seconds to go. And that was a much needed shot for the Orphans. As Weber loses it and travels trying to get it to Smith. Smith kind of walked with it. Take your pick. Turnover will give it to Centralia. Late in this third quarter, 7.6 seconds. Blakemore will throw in. It's a 46-29 game. 14-6 quarter for T-Town. Long. Over to Blakemore for 3 at the buzzer is good. Mason Blakemore having himself a night. He's got 5 threes, and after 3 quarters of play, it is Teutopolis 46, Centralia 32. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Marion County Savings Bank is partnering with local businesses and encouraging customers to support local through its new Fusion checking account.
Come on by me, best to pick good barbecue.
Fusion Checking comes with an app that makes it easy to find and use deals from participating businesses. You simply click on the coupon and show your phone to the merchant. It's that simple.
I'm Sharon Evans from Produce Plus, and I love my bank.
Stop by or open an account online at MarionCountySavings.com.
I'm Mike Dye from Max Dye Incorporated. Since 1964, we've been doing business with one simple idea. Treat people right, and they'll come back. So whether you're shopping for a new GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or pre-owned vehicle, or need service, we can help. Our qualified sales representatives and expert auto technicians provide you with straightforward, no-hassle shopping and service every time. Come see what we mean when we say hometown friendly, the way car shopping should be at Max Dye Incorporated in Salem.
And welcome back here to B.E. Gum Gymnasium on the campus of Salem Community High School. As we're about to enter the 4th quarter of play here. Teutopolis leading the Centralia Orphans by 14, 46-32. They outscored the Orphans 14-9 in that 3rd quarter. With a couple of big 3-pointers at the end of it for Centralia, keeping them close, keeping them in the game. A nice drive by Johannes into the corner, 3 on the way, off the iron for Blakemore. And that rebound tipped out of bounds. Boy, that would have gotten this crowd a little bit going. They would have cut it to 11 with about 7:38 to go. And Centralia now in a full court pressure mode. Pass ahead to Wormert. Evan Wormert along with Mitch Hardick. Ungren with the basketball, fouled out on top by Blakemore. That'll be number 3. And number 3 against, check that, number 4 against Centralia this half. 2 of the 4 on Blakemore. He's carrying 3 now. And boy, Centralia can't afford to lose him. He's got 17 of their 32. Just a sophomore. Ungren with it, drops it down to Weber. Weber backs in and gonna call the charge. He's been backing in all night long. And that's the first time they've blown that whistle. Preston Johannes taking the brunt of the punishment, but he also gets the satisfaction of drawing the foul. 7:20 to go in the ball game. You're watching the Centralia or the Salem Invitational Tournament as Blakemore hits another 3. My heavens. He has 6. The Salem Invitational Tournament here on Wabash Catch TV. They drop it down to a wide open Clint Weber, who lays it in. Now 13-point game, 6:50 remaining in the game. 48-35. 3 on the way, Blakemore. Ladies and gentlemen, he's heating up. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 3-pointers. And of their 38, he has 23. As there is a spot of, actually I think not blood, it's just a wet court, so they're going to stop to make sure that get that cleaned up. 10-point game now, 48-38, 6:32 to go. The way Blakemore's shooting now, Centralia may not mind trading 3 for 2 each time. Enough possessions, that'll get you right back in it, won't it? 6:32, yeah, they're probably enough possessions if you can do something like that. In the backcourt, it goes to Luke Ungren. 10-point lead for T-Town. 6:28 to go. Weber hands it off to Wormert. Back outside Hardick. Smith underneath to Weber. Weber spins to the hoop. Jumper won't go. Rebound tipped up. No good. Rebound taken down by Akil Johnson for Centralia. Long pass. Crew Walker for 3, and it bounces off. No good. 3-on-3 for T-Town. And look down for Weber outside. Smith fakes the 3. And trying to get it to Weber again. Nicely defended by Akil Johnson. He's just 5 feet 8 inches tall, giving up 11 inches to Clint Weber to knock that away. That's when you throw the high pass. Outside with it is Smith. Dawson Smith around the horn to Ungren. As Smith, and there's going to be a foul underneath. That's going to be number 4 on Blakemore. He was really tying it up with Clint Weber. And that'll be team foul number 5. But boy, that's 4 on Mason Blakemore with 5:45 to go in a 10-point game. Coach Bennett can't take him out of the game, but he didn't think Blakemore committed the foul. He thought the foul was outside. He just looking for a little explanation, and he got it. He just saw the wrong thing. That happens. They drop it down to Smith, back around the horn. 3 from the corner from Wormert, off the iron, no good. Rebound, Weber spins to the hoop. Short jumper is off, no good, but he's fouled. And I think that's going against Johannes. Johannes picks up his 3rd, number 6 for Centralia. And Weber will head to the line where he's 0 for 1. He'll get 2 shots. The big man, right-hander, fires it, and no good. Centralia sticking around. 5 minutes, 34 seconds to go here. T-Town can't put them away. And the second one's good. Clint Weber hits 1 of 2. He now has 13 on the game. On the dribble, now Blakemore will fire another 3 off the iron, and it rolls in. I tell you what, he has had 3 of them like that tonight, and that's going to cut the lead to 8. 49-41 with 5:15 to go. Timeout on the court. We'll take one as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At Rollinson's in Salem, we take pride in offering American-made appliances by Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid. Plus, we service everything we sell. Shop our showroom of cabinetry and countertops. Not sleeping well on your current mattress? Hurry on over and see what Serta quality is like. Our flooring stands alone in selection and price, bringing you Mohawk brands that you know and trust. Stop in today and let us help you get the best results for every room in your house.
And welcome back here to the Salem Invitational Tournament. The Centralia Orphans fighting back against the T-Town Wooden Shoes. The Shoes led, I'll say by as many as 14. Long pass up court, collected by Smith, and he dunks it home. He has 20 points now. As T-Town has a couple of players in double figures. There's another steal. Undgren takes it away from Long and lays it up. No good. Tipped up and in by Weber. Weber now with 15. All of a sudden, that 8-point lead's bumped out to 12. 53-41. 4:45 to go in the game. On the drive, Jamie Long. Nice drive, but it won't fall. Rebound Smith. Up to Undgren. He thought he had an opening to the hoop and backs out. They drop it down low for Weber. Waiting at the bench is Blakemore. They thought they might give him a few moments rest, and he's ready to come back in. A shot up, no good from Weber, but the follow is good for Lucas Dries. His second field goal of the night. He has a 3 now and a deuce. 55-41 on the drive. A foul will be committed. It's going to go against Dawson Smith, just his second. And just the third, check that, fourth this half against T-Town. They lead 55-41 with 4:06 to go. As the senior Meskel heads to the line for 2 and misses the first. He's 0 for 2 there now. Centralia's committed 6 fouls. T-Town just 4. And the second one will go in for the senior. It's the first player other than Mason Blakemore to score in a long time for Centralia. Blakemore has 26 of their 42. That is a performance against a good T-Town team. Undgren with it at the center circle. Lets the rest of his team catch up as Shoes are wanting to play disciplined, patient basketball, up by 13. They drop it down to Weber, moves to the hoop. Good post moves, and he puts it in. Weber now with 8 field goals and 1 free throw. 1 for 3 from the line. 17 points. Blakemore working against Hardick. 3 on the way from Walker. Good. Crew Walker's second 3 of the night. Cuts it to 12, 57-45. 3.5 minutes to go in the ball game. We'll keep it right here after the game and give you the statistical information as Undgren loses the handle. Taken away by Centralia. Down by 12 on the way to the hoop. Shot up, no good. Rebound lost out of bounds. Last touch by Teutopolis. It'll be Centralia basketball. 3:11 to go in the basketball game. Plenty of timeouts for each team. Possession arrow is Teutopolis. Centralia to throw in underneath their own hoop. Endo Johannes hands it to Long around the horn. Blakemore three-pointer will not fall this time. He has 5 of them in the second half. 8 of them in the ball game. As a timeout is taken by Teutopolis with 2 minutes 57 seconds to go in the basketball game. It's 57-45. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Welcome to the world of custom embroidery. Shirt Tales is here to service all of your embroidery and screen printing needs. From ball caps to teddy bears, we have it all. All custom made for your business or personal needs. We also sell Green Mountain grills and all the necessary products for your backyard barbecue. Call us today at 662-2451 or stop by 134 West North Avenue in Flora or visit us online at shirt-tales.net.
And welcome back here to Salem. B.E. Gum Gymnasium at the Salem Community High School. Wabash Catch TV, we appreciate you tuning in however you're watching us on cable. Channel 3, Channel 25, Channel 100. Online on YouTube at Wabash Catch TV West. Thank you so much. Teutopolis leads game 1 tonight, 57-45 with 2 minutes 56 seconds to go. And with the basketball is Mitch Hardick. He's going to be fouled out on top, and that's going to go against Preston Johannes.
is 57. Correction is 4.
That is 4 on Johannes. However, it is 7 for Centralia. And it will send Hardick to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Mitch Hardick scoreless. He started tonight. Yet to score. As he'll be there for the 1-and-1, and he has scored now. The Shoes shooting 75% right now from the free throw line. They're 9 for 12, 9 for 13. Bumps it to a 13-point game with 2:44 to go. Nice drive by Long, jumper from 17. Oh, does everything but go in. Smith fires it up court to Hardick. Hardick lays it up in a big alley-oop dunk for Clint Weber. Weber's got 9 this quarter and 19 for the game. It's a 15-point lead. Westbrook for 3, and he bangs it home. Tyree Westbrook's first points of the night. Boy, a bunch of three-pointers for Centralia. T-Town on a break. Smith will back it up with 2:10 to go. They're going to burn some clock. It's a 12-point game, 60-48. Dawson Smith working against Mason Blakemore. Blakemore doesn't want to commit a foul. It'd be number 5. Doesn't look like it's stopping him, though, as Smith a little short on that dunk. And Centralia has numbers advantage as Smith just now getting back onto the defensive end. Johannes outside to Westbrook, around to Blakemore. Makes a move on Hardick. Back to Jamie Long. He drives to the hoop, lays it up, off no good. Rebound Dawson Smith. Minute 30 to go. 60-48 as the Shoes cross the timeline. They lead by 12. Will Centralia foul? A little bit late for that. They're trying. They're trying. And Crew Walker is going to foul Clint Weber. That's number 4 on Walker. And Weber heads to the free throw line for 1-and-1. Clint is 1 for 3 at the free throw line. So did Centralia foul the right guy? That was just team foul number 8. Well, they may have, but he hits that one. And he'll get a second one. He's got 20 points now. 10 of them in the fourth quarter. That's getting it done. He has 20 and Dawson Smith has 20. 2/3 of the 62 points. Almost 2/3. Make it 62 points now. 62-48, minute 9 to go. 3 on the way, bounces off, no good. It will be T-Town ball as nobody got a hand on it. The Shoes look like they're heading to the semifinals tomorrow night. As Coach Bennett begin to clear his bench and bring in Fred Seacrest along with Gilles Gregoire. Also Marcus Isaiah checks into the ball game. Justin Glenn. And the Shoes will clear their bench as well with just over a minute to go. It's 62-48. Centralia gonna fall. T-Town looks like they're going to play Friday night. Centralia will fall into the 1 o'clock game on Saturday afternoon. As that's Braden Will with the basketball to the high post is Charlie Haney. He hands it off to Noah Probst. Outside now to Andrew Simmons. And back to Braden Will into the corner. Asa Hansen. Nice drive, shot put up, won't go. With 20 seconds to go, ball's loose, it's still loose, it's still loose. This is the point when officials basically let them play and want the clock to run out. 10 seconds to go. Andrew Simmons drops it down low. And the Shoes will dribble it out. They're going to win it. Your final score, 62-48. As Teutopolis will advance to tomorrow night's championship semifinal, where they'll play the winner of the next game between Thornton Fractional North, TF North, and the Salem Wildcats. Keep it right here. We'll give you the scoring numbers for the evening. What a huge night for Mason Blakemore. He didn't get to the free throw line, but he finished with 26 points, coming on 8 3-pointers and just 1 2-pointer, as he just had a huge night. He had 3 3-pointers in the first half, 5 in the second half. 6 points for Crew Walker, all coming in the second half. He hit a couple of threes. 3 points for Tyree Westbrook. He hit a 3 there in the fourth quarter. Preston Johannes finished with 4. He had a couple of field goals in the first half. Jamie Long with 2 points. And Brian Meskel with 5. He had a couple of field goals, 1 for 3 from the line. As that adds up to 11, 20, 48. That's right. Hey, how about that? Love when things work out. From the free throw line, the only player for the Orphans shooting free throws was Brian Meskel. He was 1 for 3, and so therefore Centralia was 1 for 3 from the free throw line. For the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes, who improved to 16-2 on the season. They were led in scoring tonight by Clint Weber with a gigantic fourth quarter. He finishes with 21 points, 3 for 5 from the free throw line, and 9 two-point field goals. 20 points for Dawson Smith. He had 3 threes, 2 deuces, and he was 7 of 8 from the free throw line, as he also hit that big, long 50-foot three-pointer at the end of the first half. 7 points for Luke Ungren. He had a 3 and a couple of deuces. 5 for Evan Wormert. He had a 3 and a deuce. 5 for Lucas Dries with a 3 and a deuce. And 3 for Evan Addis. He hit a three-pointer in the first quarter. 21 and 20 will bump things up in a hurry. That's 41 plus 8, 49 plus is 62. That works. Works for me. T-Town ended up from the free throw line 11 for 15, as they had quarters of 14, 18, 14, and 16. That's pretty good consistency, and they'll take that. Stick around, folks. We'll have a short break, and we'll be followed by the Salem Wildcats versus Thornton Fractional North, the Meteors, and Salem coming up very shortly. So long for now.